I started with the hobby stock in the 90s, and the reason I started is because I couldn't keep the speed off the road, so we resorted to racing to try to keep me under control, I guess. And I got a stock car now. Devin, he's just starting this year, so hopefully he can take over the torch, I guess.
Well, I'm 22. This is my first year, obviously, but just getting started because Dad's always done it, always gone to the races growing up. Just thought it was cool.
The whole time they were growing up, I raced, and we went to a lot of races, and they've been interested in it. We actually made a track at our farm, and him and his brother started with go-karts, but go-karts took too much maintenance, so we built 2 old cars, and they used to race around at the farm with cars. I was in the Army, and I got out of the Army, and me and a buddy of mine were driving around, and I was in the process of building another race car when I got out, and we were coming up with numbers, and I just always want to be different. I don't want to be a mainstream, guy. And come up with TNT. Tripp and Toro is actually what. There's been other explanations for TNT, but I was really into AC/DC, I guess, liked AC/DC, and it just fell into place. And when I first did it, IMCA wasn't allowing you to just have a number, and that was our sanctioning body, so I actually had to get permission from them to have TNT instead of a number, and it all went good. Yeah.
That's TNT too. Just that's what he always was growing up, and that's kind of just what happened.
I mean, I like cars. That's why I stay with the stock car, and speed and horsepower, money, I guess.
Really kind of just the same thing. I like going fast, I guess. Or trying to.
We've been going to Britt and Algona and Spencer, and we went to Fairmont and Denison, just kind of all over.
Yeah, I mainly just try making it to the ones he can make it to, or vice versa.
Well, I have one good night and then 10 bad, but I got a miss right now, and we can't figure it out. I like a drier track because then that takes the money and motors away from the program and goes back more to the driver and the car.
Throttle control is a huge thing in the corners, carrying it through the corners without spinning out anyways.
The moisture on the track and everything depends on where the grip is on the track. I mean, obviously the bottom is the shortest way around, but it ain't always the fastest, so. And whenever you scrub off speed by having to slow down to turn, that takes away your momentum coming out of the corner too. So I mean, it's a 50-50 catch-22, I guess.
Well, the middle works a lot for me. I got some cushion.
Wherever it's fast.
Hopefully start competing a lot more than what it is now, but.
Just thank all of our sponsors for hanging on board and giving us the chance to do this, I guess. Come out and support your local racetrack.